Welcome back to First Things First. Joining us now, he's college football's reigning Coach of the Year after going 11-1 with the Indiana Hoosiers. It's Coach Curt Cignetti joining us now. Coach, thanks for joining us. I'm going to start off with this question. Turning a college program around has one set of challenges. Sustaining success feels like it would have another set of challenges. What challenges do you have unique to this year that you didn't have last year?
Oh, I've gotten that question a couple times a day, and to me, we're not trying to sustain success. We're trying to improve. And, we're very process-driven in everything we do, and it starts with people. You got to have the right people on your staff, the right people in the locker room. I've been fortunate to have good coaching continuity on my staff. Coordinators have been with me about 12 years. And, we got the right guys in the locker room. So now, it's a matter of making sure we're humble and hungry. And have that fire in our belly to be good and get better and improve, which is what it's all about, and, eliminate the noise and clutter. Every single day you got to strive, and you got to get better in areas that determine program success. And if you're not doing that, then you're getting worse. And then you put it on the field between the white lines. And, the season is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you got to be able to handle success, failure, complacency, all that good stuff, have good team leadership. And then at the end of the year, you see where you're at. So regardless of what our record was last year, we've done it the same way for a long time together. We're all on the same page. Now, we're looking for ways to improve every single day too. But, everybody in America is starting over right now.
Coach, you famously, at your introductory press conference, you had a great line, the I win, Google me line. And for those people who did, they were like, oh, yeah, he's right. You wanted Elon, which is maybe the most impressive, one of the most impressive accomplishments on the resume. You started out on a huge winning streak at James Madison. You did the same thing in Indiana. I know that your gut reaction to my question is going to be, it's the players, it's the other coaches. But I want to learn a little bit more about you. What is it, do you think, about your style that has allowed that type of instant success and turnaround at multiple stops?
I keep the main thing, and I'm pretty direct, organized, structured, efficient, cut the fat out of the cow, so to speak, so everybody understands what the standards and expectations are. And, I think we've got a sound process and plan in all areas that determine, program success. And I give the coaches time, to be with their families at night, in season, and try not to burn them out. I'm a short practice guy. I do things a little different than a lot of people do. And, I'm the son of a coach. My dad was college football Hall of Fame coach. So I grew up in the business. I learned a lot from Saban, but other people too. And so I don't know. I mean, we just go out there and start the year, and we got our way of doing things, and, we kick ass and take names.
Coach, you, as Nick mentioned, you've won everywhere you've been the head coach. You coached with Nick Saban on his staff. So I'm sure you're thinking championships is what you want. Last year, great season, 11-2, but did lose in the first round to Notre Dame in the playoffs. How do you look at last year? Do you look at it as the success that so many other people look at it as, or a bit of a disappointment because you didn't get where you wanted to go ultimately?
Yeah, both. I mean, it was the best football season in 126 years, and we got a lot of people on board, fans, and created a lot of excitement and a lot of money coming into the university and athletic program, better recruiting. But, we did end the season with a loss. And we didn't play as well as we wanted to play. Notre Dame was a good football team. They played well that day, but we didn't play well. And so you never go into a season and, I want to go 12-2. I mean, you want to win every time out, right? And, and our philosophy is if you prepare the right way, there's no self-imposed limitations of what you can accomplish. So that is possible every single Saturday, every single year. So, yeah, that's the goal.
So you mentioned it. It's the best Indiana football season, of all time, and it shattered expectations. but you just said what your own expectations are. When you look back to last year in preparing for this year, how close do you think you truly were to what that ultimate goal is? Or is it those first few steps are one thing, but that last step to get to that last level is the hardest?
Yeah, I would agree with that statement right there at the end. I think that's a real accomplishment, getting in that dance. And I think, improving to the point where you can legitimately win it all and be a national champion. That takes money, resources, takes some time. But that doesn't mean you can't do it this year. But you want to be that kind of team year in, year out, right? You want to be like Ohio State in Alabama. And that takes time. But there's nothing that we cannot accomplish this season, if that makes any sense to you.
Coach, how have you navigated the transfer portal, NIL, and everything else? You got a new quarterback. Are you happy with your new Hoosiers?
Yeah, the first year we brought a lot of guys in. We knew those guys real well. A lot of them were JMU guys. This year we brought in 22 guys. We brought in fewer guys. You can't get off the portal in 1 year. And we like the guys we got. Now, the thing I would say is we don't know as much about these guys as we did about the other group, because the other group we had been with previously. So we're still learning about them, how they're going to handle success, failure, day in, day out consistency, what they're going to be like game 6, week 6, what kind of teammate they're going to be. Can they buy into the team vision, sacrifice personal goals for team goals? So, but I like where we're at. We got a lot of nice pieces. Now, my job, the coach's job, is to mold these guys into a team.
You guys, as we said, were second in the Big Ten last year, projected to be 7th as far as the odds this year in the Big Ten. Feels disrespectful to me. Do you take it as disrespect? And is it also like an extra source of motivation for your players?
Yeah, I think I heard that as 7th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Chip on the shoulder, let's go. Everybody can use a little chip on their shoulder for motivation, so can't have enough of those.
All right, I'm going to be honest. The intensity level, even from afar in a remote interview, is a little disarming. And so I'm sure it's why you're great at your job, but it's a little intimidating through the screen. So I'm going to try to get you to story time, if you would, for a moment. And you are not allowed to say anyone on your current roster, and I don't know if you would. But you have been around the game for a long time. As you mentioned, you were at Alabama during multiple national championships. Can you tell me who the best or most wow, oh my God, athlete you've ever recruited as a high schooler, and a story about them? Because I have a guess, by the way.
Recruited?
Yeah, that
recruited.
that you ever recruited.
Mark Ingram won the Heisman Trophy. And there's only offers coming out of high school were Michigan State, Iowa, and Alabama. But he started as a freshman, won the Heisman Trophy. Best player I ever coached was Julio Jones.
Oh, that's what I wrote. I wrote Julio Jones. I was looking for a Julio Jones story. So can you tell me a Julio Jones story, please?
Julio, really the first summer he came to us, didn't have great ball skills. Spent hours and hours on the jugs and developed great ball skills. But Julio was just different than everybody else. And we didn't throw the ball a lot at that time at Alabama. We were more of a running team. But, if we had a 5-star prospect on campus, watching practice, that's when, Julio turned it up. Or if we were playing LSU and he was going against Patrick Peterson, he turned it up to another level. Julio always played his best against the good teams, always.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Saban always talks about Julio, too.
Oh, yeah.
Julio's legendary.
That's why I wrote it down. I knew it was going to be legendary. Then we said Mark Ingram. I was like, we don't have Mark Ingram film ready. I screwed this whole thing up. That was great. That was awesome.
Coach, thank you very much. Best of luck this year. You're opening up against Old Dominion right here on FS1. Thanks for joining us. Have a great year.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.